Let's proceed to the current state of the religion in the globalized sphere. In the globalized sphere, religion is characterized by a growing religious pluralism. When we say growing religious pluralism, it is the coexistence of diverse religion and beliefs within a society, with where each religion is recognized as having value and the individuals within them have the freedom to practice their faith peacefully. So kuno kani kuno growing religious pluralism kuno kani kuno nagkadaiyang pag-exist sa mga religion diri sa atong society karon in the modern world or in the contemporary world wherein they are freely use their beliefs, continue to use their beliefs because they have the freedom to use their faith peacefully. It is the increasing of digital connectivity of faith in the communities and shifting demographics like rapid growth of Islam and the religiously unaffiliated. So when we say Islam, that is already been, I know that you already know it because it is already been discussed by Miss Kogonon. And when we say religiously unaffiliated, it is the religions nga unrecognized sa ato nga society. Although nag-exist sila, but it is still unrecognized. Daghan na sila nga mga unaffiliated religion sa ato nga society. While globalization fosters interfaith dialogue and spread of religious ideas, it is also challenges traditional beliefs kuno. While nag-foster ang interfaith dialogue sa ato nga nag-spread siya sa around the world ang mga religious ideas, but it is still challenge our traditional beliefs kuno basin mawala siya kato atong mga tinuan. For example sa Katoliko kanang di ba naatay kanang kung mag-November na, start sa November kinahiting dagkot. So for example mawala na kung kadugan kung dili nato ma-practice na kanang atong nga mga beliefs because it will lead to varied responses including religious resurgence, secularization, and local adaptations of faith. Okay, let's have now our K-trends. Number 1 is the religious pluralism and interfaith dialogue. So, when we say a religious pluralism, again, katuni siyang pag-exist ng mga nagkadaiya-iya or nagkalain-lain ng mga religion sa modern society or in the contemporary world. Nga atong gi-value ang ilang beliefs and they have freedom to continue their faith peacefully. So when we say interfaith dialogue, it is the process of constructive and cooperative interaction between people of different religious or spiritual beliefs to foster mutual understanding, respect, and cooperation. So globalization increases exposure to diverse religious beliefs and practices, fostering greater tolerance and interaction among different faiths. So nagkadaiya-iya o nagkalain-lain nga mga religions nag-interact or socializing rather. In other words, socializing in diverse religious. Ato pong murag atong i-value ang ilang mga nagkalain-lain nga beliefs to show respect. So number 2 is digital religion. So technology, especially in the internet and the social media, enables religious groups to connect globally, share messages, and build online communities, enhancing the visibility of religious ideas. So diri dapit halata na kay ning exist ang globalization kay di ba ang globalization kay it is the changing of products, services, and information in an easy way. So diri gi-use nila ang technology to what? To send information in easy way around the world. Biskan asa pa sila nga party sa kalibutan gani, maabot ra gid na ang mga information nga gipadala sa ilang sa religion o ilang mga tinuan. For example, naa sila via live ra sila kung magkuan sila. Kung for example naasil ilang mga religious practices, kung sa Katoliko magmisa pwede ra diba naampoy live nga magmisa ra, o kung dili ka kaadto diba naaram po na live nga misa. So maybe inana pud ang ilang pamaagi para ma-continue or ma-foster pa ang ilahang nga mga religious practices. So lastly, or number 3, the demographic shifts. Like I said earlier, growth of Islam, Muslims are the fastest growing religious group globally, and growth of the unaffiliated, the number of people with no religious affiliation is also increasing significantly. So kato ko ng mga Islam ko no, katong gidiscuss ni ate ko gonon or ni miss ko gonon, og ang katong akong gidiscuss nga unaffiliated or unrecognized religion in the globalized or dili sa kuanday contemporary world na to ron kay mas ning taas or nagpatigbabaw sa according to the research. Next is the demographic shifts or the Christianity relative decline. While still the largest group, Christians are not growing as fast as the global population or Muslims with their share of the world population declining. So ang kuan ko no, ang Christianity ko no kuan decline ko no or wala ning low ra o kanang instead wala ning tubo, wala pud kay ning us-us tsakto nagpabilin ra that kuan different to kuan daw sa Islam nga kuan nila hutay gid ang pagtubuog sa mga unaffiliated nga on our unrecognized nga religion in the contemporary world, that is the Christianity's relative decline. In this for this documentation, this is an it is just an example only. So katuning kuan unaffiliated o katong Islam nga mas ning increase significantly paspas ang ilang pagtubo kaysa Christianity nga naay decline nga nahitabo. This is just an example.
Challenges and response to globalization. First, secularization. In many Western societies, globalization and modernization have encouraged individuals and secular thinking. This means that religion's influence on politics, cultures, and daily life has declined. People rely more on science, technology, and personal values rather than traditional religious authority. For example, in Europe, church attendance has dropped significantly as societies become more industrialized and globalized. Number 2, emergence of religion. On the other hand, globalization has also allowed religions to spread worldwide through migration, media, and technology. Instead of fading away completely, religion has re-emerged in new forms, adapting to global issues like human rights, poverty, and environmental crisis. For example, growth of Christianity in Africa and Asia, or the global spread of Islam and Buddhism. Number 3, last but not the least, public and political rule of religion. Religion remains a powerful cultural political forces. It often enters public debates about morality, justice, and laws, such as debates on abortion, same-sex marriage, or social injustice. In some places, religious groups even grow influences or legitimize political power. For example, in countries like Philippines, the Catholic Church still has strong influence in governmental policies. So in conclusion of this topic, or my own understanding about this topic is that globalization challenges traditional religious influence through secularization, but at the same time, it helps religions to spread globally and play an active role in the public life. Religions adapt, resist, or collaborates with globalization depending on the context.